Red Dead Redemption 2 has been out for years. Players have spent tens of thousands of hours exploring every corner of its map, and still, there are things in this game that make no sense. Things Rockstar never explained. Things that might be glitches or might be something else entirely. Today we're going to look at 10 of these mysteries. Some you might know, some you definitely don't. All of them are real, and none of them have a satisfying answer, which is exactly what makes them fascinating. Let's start with the most famous mystery in Red Dead Redemption, the strange man. In a cabin deep in the bayou NWA, there's a painting that slowly completes itself over time. When it's finished, you look in the mirror and see him standing behind you, but he's not there when you turn around. This character appeared in the first Red Dead 2, following John Marston across New Austin. He knows things he shouldn't know. He talks about events before they happen. Rockstar has never confirmed who he is. The fan theories range from death to the devil to God himself. But here's what's interesting. In the cabin's files, the location is labeled as serial killer on the Rockstar Social Club. Why would they tag it that way? Unless the strange man isn't supernatural at all. Unless he's something far more disturbing. If you climb to the top of Mount Shann at exactly 2 a.m. during a storm, something impossible happens. A UFO appears. It hovers silently, casts a beam of light, and then vanishes. There's no mission attached to it. No NPC talks about it. It's just there. And here's the part most people miss. There are cave paintings all over the game that show the exact same UFO, which means someone, or something, knew it was coming. The Wapiti Native Americans have drawings of strange beings in the sky. Is this connected to the strange man, to the pagan rituals? Rockstar put this in the game for a reason. But 80 years later, we still don't know what that reason is. Saint Denis is the most civilized city in RDR2. It has streetlights, trolleys, even a theater. It also has a vampire. To find him, you have to find 5 cryptic writings hidden across the city. They're written in blood. They spell out a message. He will come for those who sin. Once you find all 5, go to the alley behind the cathedral at midnight. He'll be there. He's fast. He's strong. And when you kill him, he drops a unique knife. But the writings, they're still there. They never disappear from your journal. As if the game is telling you, this ritual isn't over. The vampire might not be dead. He might just be waiting for the next sinner to walk by. There's a serial killer in RDR2, and finding him is one of the most disturbing quests in any video game. You have to find 3 body parts, literally, pieces of corpses, scattered across the map. Each one has a photo attached. The photos show his crimes in progress. When you find all 3 and pin them to a map, they reveal his location. But look closer at the photos. The same man appears in all of them. And he's not the killer. He's watching. Always in the background. Always dressed the same. Always with that same expression. Some players think this is Rockstar using an NPC model. Others think it's the strange man again. Either way, it's a detail that turns a disturbing quest into something genuinely unsettling. Somewhere in the heart of the swamps near Lake, if you wait long enough, you'll hear it. A train whistle. But there are no train tracks in the swamp. The sound comes from nowhere. And then, the lights. A ghost train appears, speeding across the water where no train could possibly run. It lasts about 10 seconds. Then it vanishes. There's no model to data mine. No hidden files. It's pure atmosphere. But here's the strange part. If you're riding a horse, it will react before the train appears. Horses in RDR2 can sense danger. They can sense predators. But they sense a train that doesn't exist, which raises the question, what exactly happened in that swamp? In the heart of the Grizzlies, there's a small cabin occupied by a man who calls himself the Hermit. If you approach, he'll warn you to leave. If you don't, he'll shoot, kill him, and you can loot his cabin. But if you leave and come back days later, he's there again, alive, and he remembers you. He says things like you again. I thought I was rid of you. Rockstar claims this is a respawning NPC mechanic, but there's no other NPC in the game that respawns and remembers you. Only him. Players have tested this dozens of times. Every time, he comes back. Every time, he knows who you are. It's a small glitch, or it's the most terrifying NPC in the game. Deep in the files of RDR2, there's a poster for a missing princess. Princess Isabeau of Luxmore, from a country called Annisburg, neither of which exist in the real world. The poster says she went missing in 1885. The game takes place in 1899. For years, players searched for her. They found clues. A diary, a specific hat, a locked door in Annisburg, but no princess. Then in a 2023 update, data miners found something new. Voice lines for a woman identifying herself as princess. begging for help. The lines are in the files but not triggered by any event. She was supposed to be in the game. The quest was cut, but the poster remains. The clues remain. As if Rockstar wants us to keep looking for someone who doesn't exist. Marko Dragic is a scientist in Saint Denis who claims to have created a thinking machine. If you help him, he shows you his prototype, a small robot that moves, beeps, and responds to commands. He calls it his greatest achievement. Later, you can find his lab abandoned. The robot is gone. And if you climb to the top of a specific mountain, the highest point in the game, you'll find it, sitting alone, staring at the stars. It doesn't move, it doesn't react, but if you inspect it, Arthur writes in his journal, it just sits there, looking up. I wonder what it's waiting for. Rockstar programmed that animation. They gave it purpose. They wanted us to find it, but they never told us why it's there. What is the robot waiting for? Maybe it's waiting for the same thing we are. An answer. So here's what I think, and this isn't confirmed. It's a theory, but look at the pattern. The strange man appears in mirrors. The UFO appears in the sky. The vampire waits in the shadows. The robot stares at the stars. Every single mystery in RDR2 points upward or inward. Rockstar built a game about the end of the Wild West, but underneath that, they built a game about things we can't explain. The strange man might be death. The UFO might be a hallucination. The vampire might be a legend.